Cultural heritage to me means preserving all our cultural knowledge that was handed down from our old people, preserving our sites, our hunting and gathering techniques, art techniques, with the basket weaving, and it's looking after all that and keeping it for our younger generations basically. My connection to country means a lot to me because I spent a lot of time with our grandparents when I was a child. We camped in a lot of different places, went fishing and camping not like you can't camp now. We used to just camp under a little bark hut. And I spent a lot of time up and down this river with our grandparents in a little old wooden boat. We camped down on the beaches and a lot of different sites around here. That's what it means to me, and it makes me feel like, yeah, I'm home, I'm on country.
What it means to me is pretty much a really great deal because my grandfather, my grandmother actually roamed this land. We're trying to pick up where they left off sort of thing, and to try and teach our younger generation what they used to do here is magical. I love what I do here. I love what my family is doing. Everything about Archer Point, Yuku Baja, it's basically back to all the old people, and just trying to keep tracks with what they used to do and preserve it for the next generation.
So with the Ranger program, we've started, using modern technology, modern sciences to document our cultural areas. So we've mapped wells, scar trees, sacred sites, ladies' areas, men's areas, stuff like that. So birthing places, shell middens, and all that. So we're using GPS, we're using drones, we're using our computers, our Fulcrum program, our ESS program, just to map everything, keep it in a database so it's all in one area. But not everything is shared. Particular reasons mostly is we don't want people knowing where our sacred sites are or where our cultural areas are. We've had the scar tree that you filmed with the elders earlier there were bullet holes in that scar tree, and that's why we don't want people knowing where these things are, because people have, this day and age, they have no respect for cultural areas, and unfortunately.
Cultural heritage means everything to me. That holds a lot of information about my old ancestors, probably burial sites, old middens and scarred trees and that. I remember a couple of years when I was working with these guys, we found a stone axe, but I need to get out on country more and find where these sites are. So proud of working on back home on country.
A scar tree is basically the old people come here and with an old tomahawk, they call old stone axe, and chip away at it, cut it out, and use it as a shield to fight, or just a gathering of food. And the old men would use it as a weapon, and the old ladies probably use it as a dish, cutting yams and anything they'd find, they'd put it in that and use it as a plate, a dish, carrying bowl or something like that. And yeah, pretty much that. Just cut out. It's an ironwood tree. That's why it's strong. You can't break that.
Yeah, I think it's good to look after it ourselves so our kids can enjoy what we enjoyed as kids growing up here, around here. Yeah, I camped a lot of places, brought all my children out here, and yeah, don't depend on anyone else but our own family.
Connected to this country, it brings a lot of memory back with the old people, they've been fighting for this land for ages and ages, and working for cooperation is pretty good. Well, we've got our old grave sites round the pool area here, the ladies' area. Mum Joyce looks after that area, most ladies' area. Then we've got cultural areas from the seaside, so we're protecting all those, our cultural sites and everything like that. So it's a big thing to us. Well, to protect our sites, you know, because we're never going to know, no one like us people, we work on our cultural sites, we want to keep them as they are, preserve them. We do a lot of spraying, weedings, maintaining fences around our cultural areas, just to keep them clean and visible, so we know where they are, you know. So whoever comes up, you know, just show the visitors that, you know, we got our cultural sites in, we want to keep them as they are.
Yeah, for the weeds, feral pigs and that, trying to not let it get destroyed, the women's area, but sometimes the men comes in and help us when I can't do it on my own. Or now we've got another lady with us, so I think we need to get together, you know, with us ladies and get in there and really, really care for it.
So yeah, this is one of our area, our top end pool is where the sand has been extracted years and years ago. We wonder why our numbers of our the mussels are dwindling. It's just because ongoing sand extraction up here, but at the moment we sort of put a halt to that at the moment, and our numbers are slowly coming back. But yeah, we still got the locals come up and have a swim around and get a bag full, just the family. So it's one of our special areas up here that we got, and try to look after it, you know, and keep it well looked after for our children. Yeah, there's a lot of history in this place here. The old people, they travelled up and down this river, so yeah. There's plenty of food here, you know. This was just like their supermarket, you know. But yeah, this is mussel beds, so this is where we get a lot up here. There you go, mate. Here's one of the mussels, freshwater mussels, fresh and ready to go to eat. So you find them right along this sandbar, right along the end of the bank here. So yeah.
There's a lot of sites starting from the beaches all the way inland. We've tracked down middens and scar trees like this. Not only that, there's animals and there's food, wild food that we preserve here on this land. The shell middens we were talking about, this is like the shell middens we're talking. The seaside would have all the seashells that you get off the seaside. This is the freshwater. They call this one nulumuku. The fresh and saltwater mussel. And this is the shell middens. Neighbouring parties would come here, sit and eat with the old Mile family and go back to their country, and they'd leave this as evidence where they used to sit. And there'd be piles like this, every little creek stop where they could get in to swim for it. It's a lovely little midden. You'd find it everywhere, up the waterside banks of this river.
People are actually sitting up and taking notice of the fact that who knows better how to look after country than the people that have been here for generations and you know, have cultural connection to it. So we're able to, I guess, bend people's mindsets. We're doing that with our Junior Ranger program as well. You know, we have Indigenous and non-Indigenous kids in that program, and we're actually teaching them not only the ranger side of things or the Western science side of things, but also the cultural side of things and why we do what we do. And it's really starting to change people, like their parents' mindsets as well, which is great.
This is once in a lifetime stuff, you know. You blink, you miss this. This is something the old people had. Not only that, it's respectable. Respect, you know, is a big word. And a lot of people, a lot of families don't even know that yet. You know, you got to really take it in to really know it.